This Google Doc that I'm about to show you has more knowledge than 99% of the copywriting videos out there on YouTube. So stop wasting your time and lock in this video, because I'm gonna show you the real world knowledge about outreach and about why you are getting rejected from business owners and coaches. So let's get into it. Here's the slap in your face you need to hear. Stop before you do anything else today. Stop sending those messages. You know the ones I mean, right? The ones you have been copying, tweaking, second guessing that you are probably getting from copywriting gurus on YouTube, rewriting at 11 p.m. and firing off into the void. The ones that start with, hey, first name, I came across your page and I think I could really help your business. You're absolutely lying. You don't know shit about business. And that's a fact, bro. Like, I've been doing this copywriting for a long enough that I know most copywriters don't even know what they are doing in the business. Like, how you're gonna help a business owner that been doing business for like at least 2, 3, 4 years? How you can help that guy who knows everything about business? So you have to have real world knowledge that I'm about to show you in this video. So just lock in, like this video, because we're about to get into the source right now. So that question is not an attack, it's an opportunity you have been fumbling, which is, why would I hire you? As a coach, why would I hire you, bro? This question answer you need to have, you must have. And you must have a clear picture about it. And this video is all about it. But I'm gonna start from the zero. I'm gonna start from the point one. I'm gonna start from, you are just a guy who knows nothing about outreach. I'm gonna show you everything you need to know and everything you need to have, the system, everything, buddy, because I'm such a nice guy, bro. Look at the fucking suit. So here's what most copywriters do when they get that question. They panic, they stumble, they write back a 3 paragraph essay about their skills, their turnaround time, their passion for storytelling, and nobody gives a fuck, right? And the business owner, they have already moved on. They are back to watching the reels, answering actual customer messages like, go fuck off, you and your whole marketing and outreach shit. Putting out fires. You lost them, not because you are bad, not because you are unqualified. You lost them because you answered the wrong question. The question was never really, why should I hire you? The real question, the one underneath it, the one they couldn't even fully articulate, was, can you make me more money or not? Because the only thing that I really give a fuck about is money. The only thing that anyone give a fuck about is money. The only reason you are watching this video is money. You want money. Everyone wants money. No one wants the copywriting skills and all that. Nobody care, bro, about knowledge anymore. And the skills is a form of knowledge. You can have all those skills from ChatGPT and cloud. That's it. That's the whole game. But there is a reason why would he hire a human copywriter. I'm gonna show it to you also. So just lock in this video. Take your notes, because have your coffee also. Get caffeinated, because it's gonna be pretty long and pretty good video. That's it. That's the whole game. Every business owner, every brand, every entrepreneur you'll ever reach out to, they are running one calculation in their head at all times. Revenue in, revenue out. Risk, retain. Money in, money out. That's the only thing they care about. And right now you are being perceived as a risk with no guaranteed return. That's your actual problem, not your portfolio. Like, portfolios are bullshit, brother. Like, we are in 2026. Who's using portfolio now? Like, who gives a fuck about portfolio? No one cares. Not your prices, not your niche. The only thing that I'm caring about is my business. If you help me fix my own business for free, if you help me do anything for free, that's gonna add for me. Maybe add some money. Maybe just make me know that's gonna work. That's gonna print money. That's the only thing that the business owner needs it. The problem is that you haven't proven in their bones, in their gut, that hiring you is a no-brainer money decision. By the end of this video, this changes completely. So let's begin with inside the mind of the business owner. Because as long as you are not a business owner yourself, you're never gonna understand it. And the only reason I'm talking about this is I never understand what the business owner thinks. I never understand what he would think about my outreach until I became a business owner myself, and I until I had my own business. That's the only way that I learned it. Because sometimes you are just sending outreach, but you don't know where the problem is. You know that you are making problems because if you are not hiring, if you are not having clients, you are having problems. How to fix those problems when you don't know them? How? It's pretty difficult. So, all right, I want you to do something right now. I want you to close your eyes just for a second and imagine something with me, and just do it, brother. Like, don't think it's dumb or something. You woke up at 6 a.m. thinking about it. You fall asleep at midnight thinking about it. You know every product, every customer complaint, every failed ad campaign, every time the revenue dropped for no reason you could explain. You are stretched thin, you are wearing 10 hats. You are the CEO, the customer service rep, the product manager, the ad buyer, and yes, the marketing person. Even though you have no idea what you are doing half the time. And then one day you open your DMs and there is a message from someone you have never heard of. They say they are copywriter and you don't know what copywriting actually is. They say they can help you. They are very in, enthusiastic. They are very enthusiastic. They are very enthusiastic, very eager, maybe a little too eager. I don't know if I said enthusiastic right or not, but I think I said it right. You don't feel excitement, right? You feel exhausted because you have been here before. You hired people who promised results and promised the 5k extra in revenue and delivered absolutely nothing but excuses. You have paid for content that didn't move a single needle. You have wasted money on freelancer who disappeared mid project. Like they got the upfront money and they just told you fuck off. Your guard is up now and it should be. Like you should understand that as a business owner. Now here's the twist. That business owner, the tired, skeptical, stretched thin one I just described. That's your prospect, every single one of them. And when they reply, why would I hire you? They are not trying to humiliate you, but they have seen enough. They really have seen enough. They are testing you, they are asking you, are you just another person who wants my money, or are you someone who genuinely understands my world, who genuinely understands my business? You know, most copywriters fail that test instantly because they answer from their own world. They talk about what they have written. Like, why the fuck would I care about a copy that's been written for a real estate broker when I'm a fitness coach? Why the fuck would I give a solitary fuck about that? What niches they have worked in, what their process looks like, how many revision rounds they offer. None of that matters to this person. Not yet. Maybe after two calls, or maybe when they are about to hire you, they would ask you about some previous work. But most of the time, they don't give a fuck. Actually, some of the people are saying, "Yeah, but I don't have testimonials. I feel like I'm behind, and everyone is no, bro. Like no one gives a fuck about testimonials. Trust me. If you are that good at convincing them that you are the man, why the fuck would he cares about a piece of paper that you have been maybe faked it? A lot of people is faking testimonials. No one gives a fuck. I just give a fuck about my business. That's your job before you even hire. That's your actual bitch. And here is the brutal reality. Almost no copywriter does this. Almost no one does the work to understand the prospect world before knocking on their door. They always obsessed about the outreach method, about what to write, but they should be obsessed about the business owner business. They should be obsessed about how the business owner feels, because that's the whole game. That's the real game, you know which means the moment you do it, you already ahead of 97 of every other freelancer they have ever encountered. you know so Section 3, why DMs are a graveyard in 2026. Let me paint you a picture. It's a Monday morning. I love imagination. I love to make you imagine things. It's more entertaining, I think, yeah. So don't think I'm dumb or something. A business owner, let's call him Khalid, runs a mid-sized e-commerce brand doing about 50K a month. He opens Instagram and he has like 47 unread DMs, 14 of them are people selling him something. They are from the three are from actual customers. Two are from his suppliers. The rest are just noise. He doesn't give a fuck. He doesn't even open most of them. He has a rule now. If it's from someone who, if it's from someone he doesn't know, he skims the first line. He doesn't give a fuck. If it smells like sales, he archives it without a second thought or block you. His brain has developed a filter. It took about 6 months of being pitched constantly to build it. That filter. He's always having a guard up. It's like being in a fight, bro, with like Alex Pereira when he's always like this. You can't fight him. So and now it's airtight. And by the way, about the UFC and about everything going about UFC, if you are interested about, bro, how the fuck did Khamzat lose to Sean Strickland? I don't know that. Some people are saying that he had some adrenaline dump in the second round, and I don't know why the fuck he wasn't wrestling in round 3 or 4. Anyway, we are not talking about UFC, but if you like that, just tell me in the comments and I will be talking more about it. Because I think most of people who are wanting to make money online, they also have some they are interested in fighting. So fighting and money, it is the same pillar, I think. So let's talk about money now. You are fighting for attention. You are fighting against a reflex. Here is something almost no one in the freelance space talks about honestly. The reason called outreach messages don't work anymore ain't just competition. It's not just too many copywriters. It is something deeper and far more important. People can smell inauthenticity through a screen now. It's a skill that they have developed out of survival after years of being pitched, marketed to, upsold, downsold, flash sailed, and limited timed offered. Humans have evolved a sixth sense for the transactional message. They can feel when someone is writing to them because they need something, not because they have something genuinely valuable to offer. And about this topic, I really want to mention something. A lot of people is saying that you should never work for free. And you shouldn't work for free. Bro, how the fuck would you gain anyone trust in 2026? Whereas there are hundreds of outreachers out there. How the fuck you can stand out by making that guy results for free? After you make him results, it doesn't have to be money, by the way. Let's say you are running an email marketing campaign and you have made him a higher open rate, or maybe click-through rate. Perfect. He will pay you immediately. Like, why the fuck, bro? One client of mine, he told me, as long as you make me money, why wouldn't I pay you? Like, you make him money for the business. Why wouldn't he pay you? That's it. That you have to work for free first, and don't call it for free work. Call it a free trial, like 30 days a free trial, and you will be amazed about how much work you are gonna get from that. You're gonna be amazed, bro. So they can feel the desperation underneath the professional language. They can feel the copy paste job when you have spent an hour personalizing it, and when they feel it, they are gone. No second chance. Now, does that mean outreach is dead? No, absolutely not. But it means the type of outreach that still works in 2026 looks completely different from what most copywriters are doing. Text-based cold DMs, cold emails with a pitch in the first sentence, voice-based cold DMs with a pitch in the first sentences, with voice notes that open with, "Hey, quick question for you." These are, for the most part, dead. Not dying, dead. What's alive for now? What's not just working, but working spectacularly? The thing that cuts through all the noise, bypass the filter, and gets a business owner to actually stop what they are doing and pay attention to you. A face, a voice, a real human being who's clearly done their homework, showing up on screen, walking through their world, the business owner world, speaking directly to the one thing that's been bothering them for months. You are talking about something that I've been facing for months and I can't find solutions for it. And you are making it through a video. You are showing that you are a real man. You are showing you're confident. You are showing your skill. You are showing that guy business. So now he's interested, Take some screenshots of their website, YouTube, Instagram, everything, emails, and start breaking them all down, start making a solution from starting giving him a lot for free. Maybe everything you have, give it for free. Just to make him interested about what you are offering. Because you have to stand out. There are hundreds of outreachers out there. You have to compete with all of them. So if you are not paying attention, if you are not providing something for free, how the fuck you're gonna stand out? I can't stand this shit talk about you can't work for free. How the fuck you're gonna ever work if you are not providing something for free? Everyone got scammed online. So now they are putting their guard up, as I told you, bro. So you have to pass this guard, and it's only with the value, real value, something that they have been bothered for months, In other words, a loom video. I know that you know what I'm talking about. But making a loom video that stands out, because you can make a loom video and it gets nothing. But I can make a loom video that land me clients. So how to make a long video? Let's get to it. And by the way, I've made a real long video. It's not that long. It's like 20 minutes, I think, on my YouTube channel about loom. Just you can check it out. It has everything you should say in the loom and the mistakes that you should be avoiding. And I'm gonna show you some of them in this video. So the loom video revolution: show but do not beg. Here's the thing about a loom video that nobody explains properly. It's not just a video. It's not just a more personal version of cold email, It's a fundamentally different communication medium, but it does something text messages simply cannot do, or voice messages. Voice messages are better than text, and maybe, but slightly chance that it's gonna work, but at least it's better than text. But the best is loom videos, and loom videos just takes like 3-5 minutes of your time, so why not? I'm gonna show you each minute what you should be doing in the loom video, so don't worry about it, buddy. So it proves competence in real time. When you send someone a loom where you screen share their website, their sales page, their email sequence, VSL, their social media, their YouTube, and you start walking through it with genuine expertise, pointing out things they hadn't noticed. You explaining the psychology behind what's working and what's not, You are not bitching yourself anymore. You are already doing the job. And never use words like, I will fix your business. Your business is broken. You need my help. All that bullshit words that people are making is asinine. Bro, what the fuck? Like, I've been doing business for 5-10 years, and there is Mr. Nobody on Instagram with 200 followers is gonna fix my business. Oh my god. And the thing that you don't know, buddy, business owners treat their business like a fucking baby. Like their baby. You insult the business, you insult their baby. And how do I insult the business? Even by talking that you will help him scale. You are now insulting the business. Who the fuck are you? Where is your business? How much you are making? Tell me that first before you say anything. That's the way he's gonna act, So you are not bitching yourself anymore. You are already doing the job. So the free value you deliver in that 8-minute, no, not 8, it's like 5-minute video is more convincing than any proposal you could ever write, Let me walk you through exactly what a great outreach loom looks like, and then I'm going to give you the structure you can use, and you can use it right now. Send the outreach right now after you finish this exact video. And by the way, if you have hit it that point of that video, that shows that you are really dedicated. So don't waste it by just consuming content. Consuming content without applying shit, that's not gonna get you anywhere. Just know that. So the first 30 seconds, the hook you open by showing the world back to them. You have to open with the screenshot. You have the screenshot because that shows them from the first 5 seconds that this guy is gonna say something valuable. This guy is gonna say something about me, my business, you know? So you open by showing the world back to them. Not, hey, my name is Ahmed and I'm a copywriter. Who gives a fuck? No, you open with something that proves you have done your research. I was going through your launch sequence from last month. No, not just say that, but say that you been going through their launch or something like that. Not last month. I don't like it, you know, because no one is doing that, and he knows that you are lying. The one promoting your group program, and I noticed something really interesting. I think is costing you some booked calls. That's it. That's it. You know, that's all it takes, you know. Minute 1 to 2, the diagnosis. This is the heart of the video. You are walking through their funnel or their emails or their landing page or their ad copy, you know, and you are breaking down in plain language what's happening and what's costing them, not in a condensing way. But in on your team, and I see something you might have missed. That's it. That's it. That's the way you should be doing. You are diagnosing, not criticizing, you know. This section is pure free value. Pure free value. You are giving them something genuinely useful right here in the outreach. And you are not just giving them some copy. You are not just giving some copy that you have been written with ChatGPT. No one gives a fuck. Made a whole email sequence. Write a vsl. Write a sales page. Make something big for free. And it's not, if you're really good at it, it's not gonna take you that much. And if you really want to learn how to make all of that and how to make the email sequences, and if you need someone to help you, by the way, I'm not that bitching you, but I'm just saying that I'm having a solution for you. I'm not gonna sell you some course. You can get into my one-on-one mentorship program. One of them is less than $100 a month, and it's daily video sessions. That's it. So some of the most powerful looms end with the business owner already fixing what you pointed out before they have replied to you. And that's fine, because when they fix it and it works, they come back, you know. You planted a seed of credibility that money can't buy, that no matter what you are saying can't buy. The credibility is the most important thing online, bro. Minute 2 to 3 is a vision. This is where you paint the picture of what their funnels, their emails, their page could look like. Not in a wishy-washy, we could maybe potentially improve your conversions way. Nah, specifically. You know, if we rewrote this email sequence, particularly, this third email where you are making the ask, you know, and we restructure it around the reader's biggest fear inside of your product feature, I would expect you to see a meaningful lift in click-through rate within 2 weeks. That kind of specific, bro, being specific is the best thing you could ever do in life. In writing copy or outreach, you have to be specific. If you are specific, I know that you know your stuff. I know that you are the guy, you know. That kind of confident, bro, it's decent, you know. Final 1 minute, that's the last minute, you know. This is a soft close, you know. It's not a hard pitch or something, but it's a soft close. You don't say, so if you want to work together, here are my rates. No, that kills the energy, you know. Instead, you say something like, I put together a few ideas I would love to share with you. Not strings attached. If this resonated and you want to jump on a call this week, just reply and we will find a time. Or book a call on this calendar, you know. That's it. You have earned the call. Now let them take the step by themselves. The mind shift to hold into, maybe you have to note that or just take a screenshot. You are not asking for a chance. You are extending an invitation to someone whose business you already understand better than most people in their life or in their DMs. You have to know that. You have to know that. One more thing about loom that almost nobody talks about. When you record yourself, your voice, your face, your confidence, your genuine enthusiasm for their business, you are creating trust at a neurological level that text simply cannot replicate. Like, everyone is DMing me, what is the best outreach messages? And I'm saying, there is no outreach messages. There is no outreach messages that works. If you think that outreach messages are working, just show me. Show me where it worked. Anyone who's telling you that that shit is working right now, he's living in 2022. He's living in 2019. He's living in 2019, bro. We're in 2026. How? Just how? In what world? In what universe, bro? Humans are wired to trust faces. We have been doing it for 200,000 years. Every pixel of your face in that video is working for you. Use it. So about the scripting vsls, sales pages, connecting your skill to revenue. Now you have a skill. Now you are connecting that skill to real revenue, to real money, and that is the only thing that you care about. Here's where I want to talk about something that separates the copywriters who get paid well from the ones who are constantly lowballing themselves just to land the next gig, the next project, the next client. The difference is this: revenue is specificity. Most copywriters say I write emails or I write sales pages or I do scripts, and the business owner hears nothing, literally nothing, bro, because those are deliverables. They are just nouns: email, script, sales page, VSL. What business owner respond to is outcomes, results, numbers, real numbers. The story of money that was made, or leads that were captured, or calls that were booked because of words on a page. That's what they care about. So the moment you stop selling your skill and start selling the result of your skill, everything changes. Everything. So let me give you a concrete example. Two copywriters message the same business owner. The first says, I specialize in VSL scripts and sales pages for online course creators. The second says, I helped a course creator rewrite their VSL last quarter. It went from converting at 1.8 to 4.3%. That's more than double the revenue from the same ad spend. If you don't have testimonials, don't say it, but just say you can do that for him. You can do that for him. If he's at that point, you can make him reach to that point. Just be specific, and don't say that you are the one who can make it. Just say that you're gonna help. That's it. Just gonna help a little bit. Maybe it's gonna work, maybe it's not gonna work. And if you're not interested, just leave the video right now. Now you are giving them the option that you are not needy and that they can leave the video. It's not like you have to watch the video and it's not needy. So who gets the reply? Every single time, it is the second person for sure. Because the second person is spoken the language that business owner actually thinking. Dollars, percentages, conversions, multiply the results. Now I know what some of you are thinking. What if I don't have case studies like that yet? Great questions. Here's the truth. You don't need client results to start talking in outcomes language. You can use logic. You can use industry benchmarks. You can say a well-structured VSL script typically increases conversion rates by 2 to 4x compared to an unstructured one, because it follows a psychological sequence that guides the viewer to a decision rather than just presenting the information you got. That's still the outcome language, that is still triggers the revenue calculation in their brain and shows you actually understand the mechanism, you actually understand the business, not just the medium. Now let's talk about the specific services where this matters the most, because each one has a different revenue connection. So bro, the good thing about this exact video, I'm talking about everything when it comes to outreach, everything when it comes to the client business. So Should be grateful that this thing is for free, bro. I could have put money on it. But anyway, scripts for videos and podcasts, the connection here is attention. Retention is attention, retention, and conversion. A business owner who's spending money on YouTube ads or putting out content needs viewers to stay engaged and take action. And you have to connect that. The script is gonna make him that result. You have to connect the script, which is your skill, with the result. Because let's say something that you will increase the watch time by 6 seconds, something like that for the reads for sure. So a great script means longer watch time. I know some of you are saying, I'm a copywriter, I'm not a script writer. Bro, shut the fuck up. I'm a copywriter and I was doing graphic design for my clients. So what the fuck you're talking about? Do everything. Especially script writer. If you are, maybe you would say the content writer writes that. No, there is not content writer and all that shit. There is a copywriter who writes that and takes the business owner money or not. That's it. I don't want you to label yourself as a copywriter. You are a growth partner. You are a business growth partner. You are a business partner. You're a partner. Just know that you are doing something big, because you actually get him some real good money. So a great script means longer watch time, more trust built, more clicks to their offer in their language. A well-written script is the difference between a viewer and a customer. VSL scripts, this is arguably the highest value copywriting project in digital business. A single VSL can be the entire conversion engine of a funnel. It runs on paid traffic 24 hours a day. A 1% improvement in conversion rate might mean an extra 10, 20, 100k per month depending on their traffic volume. That's why I told you make them the money. Make that mass visible in your outreach. If your VSL is currently converting at 2% and we get it into 3% on 10,000 viewers a month, that's 100 extra buyers. If your product is $500, let's say, that's $50,000 in additional revenue from the exact same ad spend. You're not gonna waste money. Sales pages, same logic. Show them the gap between what a low converting page costs them versus what a well built page returns. Most business owners have no idea how bad their VSL or sales page actually is. Your loom video is the perfect place to show them gently, professionally, and with genuine care exactly where the page is losing people and what's costing them per month. And here is the thing. When you understand this depth of connection between your writing and the revenue, what you are doing and the money, that question, why would I hire you, stops being threatening, stops being something that you escape it. It becomes almost funny because the answer is so obvious. You are the person who makes their wallet into money. That's who you are. So let me talk about the best thing that I love about copywriting. Email marketing. It gets you retainer clients. They pay you every single month. Unlike the sales page or VSL, they pay you one time and they forget you. Unlike, let's say, ads, you work per project. But email marketing, you are working every single day, writing emails every single day. Their business die every single day without you. So the retainer machine, that's what you actually want. All right. Now we are getting to the part that most copywriters either overlook completely or massively undervalue. And it's costing them thousands of dollars every single month. Email marketing, buddy. I don't mean sending a few newsletters. I don't mean I can write your welcome sequence. I mean the full ongoing strategic email system that keeps a business relation with their audience alive, warm, and converting months after months after months. Here is why email is different from every other copywriting service. It's never done. It's never done. A VSL is a project. A sales page is a project. Email marketing is a relationship, you know. And relationships never end and never die. And that's what you want. You want something that sounds like the 9 to 5. You are getting paid every single month. With the freelancing and business money, you know. Think about what that means for you as a copywriter. Every other service you offer has a natural stopping point. The project ends, the invoice is paid, it's over, you know. Then you move on, and next month you are back to outreach, back to pitching, back to the grind of finding the next client. And let me mention something right here that I think you like. Bro, I haven't done outreach since like a long time. I only do outreach for fun because I want to understand the market and system, you know, and maybe for some extra money, but I have the money that I want, you know. But the thing that I want to talk about, when you hit that point, you don't need to outreach anymore. Why? You have the clients, they will pay you every single day for the rest of their life, for the rest of their business life, you know. So why would you pitch anymore? Just know this outreach time is gonna be over. And you are gonna back to your life, back to the business, back to being an entrepreneur. I know it's frustrating. I know you're gonna be lonely. But if you endure this pain, you're gonna make it. And your life is gonna be much easier, bro. Because the email takes like 15, 20, 30 minutes a day. That's what the email takes. And you are getting paid more than your father's yearly salary from one client. So imagine that, bro. Email marketing breaks that cycle. When you manage a business's email list, their sequences, their campaigns, their automations, their broadcast strategy, you become a part of the infrastructure of the revenue. You are not a freelancer anymore. You are a fixture. Fixture. You are the persons you would have to replace. You are the persons you would have to replace if they lost you. You are that one. And that means retainer income, predictable monthly, recurring income that gives you the stability every freelancer dreams of. Let me break down exactly what email marketing retainer work looks like and how to position it so that the value is undeniable. What you are managing is ongoing broadcast email, typically 2 to 4 per week, you know, maybe 5 emails a week if you are working for an e-commerce brand that only depend on the email marketing, you know. Welcome and nurture sequences, promotional campaign copy for product launches, re-engagement sequences for cold subscribers, and strategic planning around what to send and when. This is a full content engine, not just writing emails, bro. What's why business owners desperately need this? Most business owners know they should be emailing their list more consistently, but they don't have the time. You know, even if they can do it with ChatGPT, they don't have the time. Most of them have a list sitting there, barely touched, slowly getting colder. They know email has the highest ROI of any marketing channel. Ads, you spend a lot of time. But email, you are spending literally nothing. No, you spend money. It's like $100 for the MailChimp, which is the email marketing list hoster. You host your emails from there, and you are sending your emails from there, and you are making the automation from there. It's $90. It's not even $100, and it's good, you know. So an average of $36 back for every dollar spent, you know. They know the list, and you should mention that in the Loom video. If you are pitching with the email marketing system, they know the list is their most valuable owned asset. You know, they just don't have the time, the skill, or the consistency to do it properly. That's the gap you fill. How you pitch it in your Loom, in your outreach video, look at their existing email. If they are inconsistent, gone for months, and then suddenly bombing their list, pointing that out, show them what a dormant list costs. Every month your list goes quiet. A percentage of those subscribers are forgetting who you are, losing trust, and eventually unsubscribing or just ignoring you permanently. A warm, consistently communicated list is an asset. A cold, neglected list is a liability. Then offer to fix exactly one thing for free, maybe write them a single email that demonstrates your voice, your style, your ability to speak to the audience. Do it in the loom. Read a draft email out loud. Watch the response change in real time. When they hear their audience being spoken to with genuine empathy and intelligence, someone who knows what their audience feels, you know and that depends actually on your copy level. If you can't hit that level, as I told you, maybe you need a coach, prof, because you can't practice copy by yourself. I know that people are telling you that on YouTube, but how you know that you made a mistake right here? Until someone comes and tell you. Maybe you think ChatGPT will tell you. No, ChatGPT will tell you you are doing good, you are doing great. But ChatGPT, I think ChatGPT never worked for a business owner before. But there is a guy that has done it, and I'm making it affordably. Anyway, pricing the retainers, this is where I want you to shift your thinking entirely. Stop pricing email retainers based on hours or words sent or the word count. Price based on the value of the relationship you are protecting with the audience. If a business has 10,000 subscribers and they average $5 in revenue per subscriber per year, that list is worth $50,000 annually. Your job is to protect and grow that asset. Price accordingly. Retainers for ongoing email management should be in the range of $1,500 to $4,000 per month for most small to mid businesses, depending on volume and complexity. And here's what makes this conversation easy. You can do the math in the loom. If we increase your loom to purchase conversation, no, no, to purchase conversion rate by just 0.5% on a list of 10,000 people and your average order value is $200, that's an extra $10,000 in revenue per campaign. And I will charge you $2,000 a month. You tell me if that math works. And I'm not gonna charge you anything until I show you it works. That's how you show the credibility. They will tell you it works because it really does, prof. So the email retainer farming that closes the deal. Note that too. I don't write emails. I manage your relationship with the people who have already trusted you enough to enjoy and join your list. And I know what I'm talking about when I say enjoy, because they enjoy the email list. Because if you're not funny in the copy, if you're not trying to make them entertain, your copy is gonna be shit. Trust me. And I turn that trust into consistent revenue. One more thought on email before we move on. When you combine email retainer work with your one-off project work, vsls, sales pages, and let's say you have made them the email marketing sequence and you are an email writer for them. Let's say they want to make a sales page. Who are they gonna ask for help? The copywriters they have in the email marketing project. A client who pays you $2,500 a month for email management and who occasionally brings you in for a launch sequence, a VSL rewrite, is worth $350,000 to $50,000 a year. One client, that's not a goal, that's a baseline. That what does this business look like when you execute it properly. The close what to say when they ask, why should I hire you? Let's bring it all the way home now. You have done the research, you have seen the loom, you have shown them their own funnel broken down with genuine insight, with something that looks like you are the expert here. You know your stuff. You have pointed out what's leaking, what's working, what could be 3 times better. You have gained them a taste of free value that made them feel seen and understood. And now, either on a call or in a reply message, they ask the question you used to dread. So why should I hire you specifically, Yusuf, as a copywriter, or whatever your name is, Ahmad or whatever? And here's what you say. Not this exact words, but this exact direction. Because I already know your business better than most people you would pay to learn it. That's it. And you are not saying that through words, you are saying that through action, by showing them stuff, by showing them that you know their business. And the surprise here, you shouldn't know their business and you shouldn't study their business. You have ChatGPT, you have cloud, you have all the AI pro. Ask it about whatever you want. If you wanna look expert, ask the ChatGPT that I wanna look expert to this XYZ client, who is running this XYZ program for XYZ audience. You don't talk about yourself first. You talk about them. You say, I have been through your funnel, I have read your emails, I have watched your videos, I've seen what you are losing people, and I know exactly why. Most copywriters are going to take your money and then start learning your business. I've already done that work for free because I wanted to see what it feels to work with someone who genuinely cares about the results, not just the process. Then and only then you talk about the specific outcome. My goal is not to write you nice copy. My goal is to increase your book code from your VSL by 40%. My goal is to take your open rate from 18 to 30% within 60 days. Mentioning numbers is crazy good. My goal is to build a welcome sequence so good that new subscribers tell you it is the best thing in their inbox, bro. It is the best thing in the market. Specific, revenue connected, confident, without arrogance. Because here is the truth, and I want you to let this sink all the way in. You are not asking for a chance to prove yourself. By the time that question gets asked, you have already proven yourself. Like he asked you, why would I hire you? You have already proven yourself by taking his attention through the loom video. The loom was the proof, the diagnosis was the proof, bro. The free email you wrote them was the proof. The question, why should I hire you? At that point, it's just the last psychological hurdle before they say yes. And it's not a challenge, by the way. It is almost an invitation. They are looking for one more reason to trust what they already feel. Give them that reason. Give it to them calmly, clearly. You have to be clear, super clear when it comes to pitching your service. Don't make it complicated. And with the quiet confidence of someone who knows exactly what they bring to the table because they have done the work to actually know. So here is your homework before you close this video, because I know that most of you are just consumers watching this video. Maybe you are about to click to another video that you have been finding on the feed. No, bro. Just take actions. Please take actions. At least take some notes. Like, have your notebook, and let's say I have learned that from Yusuf. He said that, and everything that I told you to note, just get it. And maybe download this video or something if you want to get back to it later, because it has a lot of knowledge. I know that most of copywriting videos out there are not having 1% of the knowledge in this video. So as I told you, you have to get the benefits from it. Don't just be a consumer, bro. So their websites, their emails, if you could find them, their social content, reviews and ads, find the three most important thing you would fix. Record the loom, send it. Not a bitch, a gift, a genuine, thoughtful, specific gift that says, I see your roles, I understand what's working, I know how to fix it. Do that with 10 businesses. Not 10 businesses a week, at least a day, 10 businesses a day. I promise you, you won't be asking why would they hire me anymore. They will be asking you, when can you start? We have to do it now, We have to make that money. If this hit differently than what you have been watching, share it with one copywriter who needs it. And if you want a breakdown of the exact loom script structure, not DM loom, you'll find the loom videos that I've been talking about in this channel. And as I told you, bro, maybe you are making mistakes right now. Maybe you are not writing the best copy, and maybe you need someone for inspiration, motivating you, at least keeping you in the game, because it can be frustrated, lonely. It's lonely as fuck, bro. It's really lonely as fuck. It is the most loneliness skill that you are going through. But the end is beautiful, brother. Just know that the end is beautiful. So as I told you, you need a coach, you need someone who can help you for almost like, bro, it's affordably to anyone, you know. As I told you, there is a plan that it's less than $100, so, and it's one-on-one with me personally, no middleman, no assistance. I'm not having any assistance. So without further to say, I hope to see you in the next video, my friend.